Hey there. So today I have come up with the new topic table difference, okay, called as a table diff utility in Microsoft SQL Server. So as usual, the agenda would be understanding what is table diff utility initially and then a practical demo. I'm sure that you will, enjoy this. Okay, first of all, what is a table difference? It's nothing but, basically it compares the columns and values in the columns between the two tables and then it gives the output result. Okay, uh, so wherever the values are mismatching, right, it would actually it will give us the result and at the same time, if we want, it can generate the script as well. Okay. Now this table diff generally get installed when you select the replication option while installing your instance, right? If you have not actually uh, selected the replication option while you are installing the SQL instance, then you will not find this table diff utility installed in your computer, right? So that's there is no worry in that. You can again go back and insert the media from where you have installed your instance and you can add this feature of replication and immediately it would be get installed onto your machine. Okay, this table diff you can find out, you can find this file on cder program files Microsoft SQL Server, whatever is your version under com you will find this table diff utility. Okay, as I already told that this utility is used to compare data between the two tables, right? Can be used from command prompt or batch file. And generally, this is useful for data synchronization issue in replication technology, right? So whenever if you have configured your always on and if you have configured your replication, any technology or topology, in that case, sometimes it may happen that data are not synced between the two, primary and secondary servers, right? In those cases, you can very quickly identify, what are the missing data or what are the, data not properly got updated for a particular primary key, and you can generate the script and you can actually, synchronize it back very quickly. How does this work? Like advantage, it is a row by row comparison between the two tables. So yes, in that case, if your table is very huge, then it is going to take some time. Okay, perform fast comparison by only comparing row count and schema. So initially, just compare the row count and schema, and that's way it actually generally compares the thing between the two tables. Perform column level comparison also, right? So if the values are also not same, it doesn't only compare the number of rows, right, and create a script about the missing rows, right? It also compares the um, values into that rows for each column. Okay, it can generate a TSQL script to fix the discrepancies at the destination. This is very important, right? It may save your job sometime, and it can also log results to the either to the output file or to the a table in SQL Server itself. Okay, yay! So let's see in action. I think you will love this more when I will show you in action. So this is my environment, right? Let me first create the tables for you. This is my source DB and this is my destination DB. Now, mind well, you can, of course, this both the DBs are on my same instance, but you can use, the different instance altogether. The only thing is they should be reachable, right? The database should be reachable, the table should be reachable. So it's not that you can you can have the table difference between only, the database on the same instance. You can use link server, you can use, any of the server. Okay, and due to that, you can see the general input parameter. There are a lot of input parameters, but general input parameter which we required are the source server, the source database, and source table. Simple. And similarly, destination server, destination database, and destination table. So these are much mandatory input parameters. And other than this, there are certain switches also given. As per our requirement, we can use those switches. Okay. But these six parameters are very important. Okay. So let us see, in action. So if you can see on both the tables, like there is one source DB and there is one destination DB. So you can see I have four rows in my source because my first query is source employee and second query is from destination DB employee. And in my destination DB, I have skipped row number 2 and 3 first of all. And for the fourth EMP ID for the primary key, you can see I have on destination, I have the employee name as A instead of D, right? And my department name is same. And my fifth row is extra onto the destination DB. And for my first employee ID, you can see the employee name is same, but my department is D1. So department is not matching. Okay. So let us see how to use this table diff. So as I told you, these are the six parameters. So this need to be run as a batch file or as an individual statement onto the command prompt that is from, Windows, right? Operating system. So table diff, then as I told you source server, so I am providing this source server, a source database, you can see source DB, so I am providing this source table. Our source table is an employee. Similarly, destination server, here it is same, but you can have the different destination server, destination database, destination DB, and then destination table employee. Right now, let us talk about certain switches. So there are certain switches given, applicable to this table diff utility. Majorly, it is ET, right? Or there is ET, DT, and then minus F, that is F, okay, and O, that is output file name. So ET basically is just give me a second. So ET, you can specify the file name, table name here, and it would generate, the table onto the destination, destination location. Okay. With the help of ET, you can generate the table itself here, right? With the help of DT. So it may be possible that, the table is already present. Then in that case, it will actually, create an error when you will run this table diff utility. So for that, you need to specify DT, right? So DT is the drop the table, okay? And then, so in that case, what will happen? It will drop the table and it will generate the table again, okay? And then if you want to have the output file, right? If you want to have the output file, then you can, use the option or switch O, and you can provide a full path of that output file, okay? And if now in this file, it will only show you the differences, right? But if you use the file as F, if you use the switch F, then in this case, it will actually generate the script for you so that you can synchronize your data across the server. Okay, so let us see everything in action. Initially, let me uh, actually remove this table. Okay, I'm deleting this difference table. Okay, and let us go here, Control C, and I already have open. So let me clear this, right? And I'm pasting my first statement. So you can see table diff, source server, source database, right? Destination server, destination table, and here we have specified ET as a doing a difference. So you can see this table has been created and it has shown us the difference. Let us go back and let us refresh this, and you can see the difference table has been created. Okay, let me open this table and you can see the difference, right? So let me show you this difference on here so that see what what output it has generated as I told you. Right, so first, okay, mismatch. This is a mismatch. So as I told you, on the first, it has just said that mismatch. So as you know, in this first row, there is a mismatch in department one, a department value, right? So here on my source is D1 and on my destination is D3. 2 and 3, it says source only. That means, these rows exist in source only. Okay. On fourth, it again shows that it is a mismatch. So here you can see for fourth, my employee name is D and my on the source and my employee name is A on my destination. So it is showing mismatch. And on the fifth, it is showing destination only. So you can see there is no row for fifth. Fifth row in my source DB and there is a fifth row in my destination DB, right? So this way it actually generates, the result set, right? What is there, what it's a mismatch, a source only or destination only. Okay, let me give this statement, fire this statement again, and now you can see here the error table specified already exists, right? This step will be skipped. So it has given the what you can say result here itself, but it cannot generate a table again. Okay, because now in this case, if you have changed the data and then if you are trying to do this, then you will not get the proper results. Okay, so for that we use, as we told, uh, we use DT. So let me copy this and put this. Uh, it doesn't get copied. Okay, Control C. Okay, right now this time we have used the switch DT and then we are firing, and now you can see it has completed, right? And again the same table, because we have not changed any data, it will actually show us the same table. Okay, now if you want to actually put the uh, result set onto the file, for example, right? So I am using this location as C drive JGM table diff. Currently there is no file. Okay, so let me grab this, Control C, and let me put this. So here we are using C drive JGM table diff difference.sql, right? So we are putting this, now we are generating these results onto the file. So when I execute this, it will work and it has created the file. So if you can see the difference, right? The file has been generated. Now this file will also contain the same thing, that mismatch one, source only, in third row, on fourth row is mismatch, and for destination only in fifth row, right? The same result which we saw onto the when it generated a table. So best part is when you fire this statement, the last one, wherein you actually generate the script. Control C, and let me remove this file again here, the difference one. So difference one would contain, here we are specifying two files. Difference one would be the result, and with F, you can see here with the F switch, we are having the difference.sql, and our output result would be difference one. Okay, and when I generate this, now you can see two files are generated. Okay, difference one again would just contain the result, like what is the change. And here you can see that it is also saying that, okay, there is a department, mismatch is for department. Here it is saying mismatch is for employee, right? And if you open this file, you can see the actual script. Okay, so you can see here the table diff has already generated the script. Let us get this script onto the SQL server. Okay, and use this. Okay, so see, we already have this result set difference. So what it is saying, update employee set department is equal to D1 where employee ID is equal to 1. So now you can see on my destination, now always this scripts need to be run on destination. The script is, the result set is also saying that the database to be used is my destination DB and not the source DB, right? So in my destination, you can see for employee ID 1, it's D3. So we are updating this value. Similarly, on destination, we don't have the rows 2 and 3. So it is actually inserting the rows 2 and 3. On destination for employee ID 4, we have here A, right? And here it is D. So we are updating with D, right? And then we are using this delete statement for employee ID 5. So if I execute this, everything done. And now if you actually execute this query, then you can see everything is same on both the tables, right? And even if you execute this command again, uh, sorry. Yeah, even if you execute this command again, just give me, yeah, then I think this time there would be no difference. Okay, let us see. I think these are the old files still. Okay, oops, oops, sorry. I need to copy it again. The utility file. See, right. See, this time it did it actually generated the difference file for the script, and it is saying what the requested of the table this are identical. Okay, so both the tables on both the databases on both the servers are identical, right? Only this much has been generated. Right, friends. So this was a very small demo for an table diff utility. Of course, you may not need this onto a day-to-day, operation, but very nice utility when you want to synchronize, the records between the two tables, right? Onto the different servers on onto the different database, then this is a very good utility. uh, you can use it whenever it is required, so keep it in mind. Do some more practice on this so that you can understand it in a better way. So yes, so as usual, if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and also press a like button, right? And subscribe to my channel so that whenever I upload such a new videos, you can get the notification and you can get the benefit out of that. So that's it for today. See you next time with some different good topic. Till then, bye. Take care.